Hi everyone, it's Jill from Jelly Bean Studio. I hope you are well and have some creative time today. So I am doing a lot of experimenting in August and I set up some prompts for August journal play. So number 6 is quote and number 7 is leaves and plants. And what I've done is a little embossing. I've taken a fern and flattened it in a book. Very technical term there, flattened, and just gathered some things that have that leafy theme and also some quotes. So I don't know about you, but I am a very big quote person, and so today I've gathered some from books and magazines, and actually these really pretty ones from TooksCraftTable on Etsy. So check out her Etsy shop if you're interested, and she also has a good YouTube channel as well. So I'll put that in the description box. So I'm starting out with one quote, "The fish that escaped" is the big one. And putting that on the fishy page on the left. Sorry, there's a little glare. That is a glossy book page. And I'm just inking this up with a little of the Memento inks on the edges. Nothing too fancy there. And yeah, I like that, using a glue stick. So for August journaling, I decided, that summertime feeling of a little bit being more free, having a little extra time off of work, and just experimenting when I open up my journal. So I don't know about you if you are more of an art journaler or a documenter or a little bit of both, but I'm definitely a little bit of both. So now I'm thinking about using the cute labels with quotes on them on the right-hand side page, the music page. And again, I'm just going to trim up one that I like. This one is an Emily Dickinson quote. And I'm thinking, it probably will go somewhere on that right-hand side page, but not quite sure where. So I'm not sure this was necessary actually, but just a little more inking. So there was a little more decorative edge, I guess. So as I put this down, I feel the page is just a little bit blank, and I'm going back to the collage bits, or collage fodder, as they like to call it. And I did a rubbing or a print using tissue paper over the dried fern leaf from my garden. And then I gently, this was a real delicate process, put distress ink over it. So I'm thinking about using that piece and also just going through some of the other choices I have. I have a little bit of more of the embossed paper. So I thought, yeah, we'll use that, and that will be the one today. So I like that. I like the way the image on the bottom is, I don't know, it has that sort of same bouquet-ish leaf. And now I'm just playing around with some more bits, thinking this will be a nice tuck spot. And I can put the quote there, sort of a little collage cluster on the bottom right. So these prompts I have posted a number of times. I would love if you want to join into any August journal play. I think the play part for me is to get a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm using this repurposed composition book, and I'm really just jumping around like I always do in my junk style creative journals. I pick a page that I'm inspired by and go with that. So again, doing the prompts in order, but the pages are not in order. So, and the recycling truck just went by, so I sort of sped up the video a little bit more. And in general, I speed up the video just to give you a highlight of things, and not always my gluing and cutting, but go with the flow here and keep adding the collage bits. So yeah, a lot of coffee dyeing I did with this. At the bottom, that tiny piece was from a vintage image, and I coffee dyed over it. So, and I love this little fern. I'm still fiddling with placement, and again, the garbage truck went by, so recycle and garbage. I tried to cut the sound out of the video for you there, so sorry for a bit of a jump. And now I'm going to add an envelope, a junk mail envelope, and I took the Distress ink and the Memento ink, and I also spritzed it a little and dabbed it with a little bit of water to spread it out and distress this envelope. So I like that, and I think on the back of the page here, I have a little fabric strip, and I'm just going to add and dig through some more choices. So I'm going to zhuzh up this envelope, as they say, fancy it up, and I'm going to go with the smaller leaf print or rubbing. Now, I don't know if you did this as a kid, but we would go to the cemetery with, I don't know, scouts or a school class. I remember going multiple times and not loving it, and you do the gravestone rubbings. So yeah, this is a very toned down version of that with the fern leaf, and very delicate too, because I use tissue paper, so go slow on that one. And I think that will work. I'm gonna play with the position a little bit more, because of course when you have a page turn, I can have the top of the leafy embossed paper seen a little bit more, and just making a sort of a tiny pocket at the bottom, gluing on both sides there, and I think that will work. So we have a little bit of coffee dye, a little bit of distressing on the fern rubbing, and now we have some more collage choices for one more quote. So I love this one. This is by a poet. I really enjoy fiction. I'm a book lover. This is poet Nikki Giovanni, and it's a really cute summer quote. I'm going to distress it a little bit more, and because I think I believe it was an old book page it came from, needs to kind of blend in. There's a bit of white there. So I always like summer best. You can eat fresh corn, go barefoot, and be warm all the time. Love that sentiment. So now I'm playing with what can actually fit in this pocket and making sure I didn't over glue, because that can definitely happen. And yeah, the quote is much better on the pocket. If I put it on the fern print, then when I stuck a tag or a journaling card or whatever in the pocket, then that would cover it up. So decided on the lower portion of the distressed pocket would be the right place, and just using the glue stick a bit and collaging. So I hope that your journal journey this summer season, wherever you are. I'm in New England, and so we have the 4 seasons in the US, and so this is, really hot summertime. They call it the dog days of August. We are going through a heat wave, and at the same time we're getting thunderstorms on and off, so it is definitely living up to the names of the dog days of August where I live. So I don't know what season or what state or country you're even in, but that's what we are experiencing here right now. So I do love the warm summer, and I know we are really turning the corner now, the last couple weeks here when I'm journaling, to September, which will bring us the next beautiful season in New England, which is fall. So all right, thinking that's a go. So here's a little bit of a close-up of the fern rubbing and the embossed papers, and here's the Emily Dickinson quote: "How strange that nature does not knock and yet does not intrude." Another poet I really enjoy. Here's the full page spread for the quote page, and just lots of enjoyment, taking my time with August journal play. I hope you are enjoying whatever art or creative experiences, activities, journaling that you love. And I'm excited to continue. I have happy energy, all one thing, and favorite colors coming up. So I appreciate you stopping by my channel, and thank you so much for watching.